we've stayed so close throughout our lives that there's just kind of a lived-in feeling that is in the movie whether we wanted it to be or not.
I think our mom wrote this version of us that she saw possible. She saw this possible scenario with these two characters when we were maybe younger, more like when I think I act in the movie more how I did when I was 15. I think there's a lot of that kind of stuff, and I think Nat probably acts more like when he was like junior, senior in high school.
Alex and I have been working together since Naked Brothers until now because we play in a band together. So we're doing all these things. We're like, why doesn't this feel any different? Because we do this for our music all the time. But we hadn't acted together in a while, and
it's interesting that we haven't had really a boss, because it's been just Nat and I kind of just doing our thing together, music. So it was actually good to have my mom, my mom. I don't know if it's his mom, but
I think it is
coming in and sort of like controlling our chaos, like putting us in all these places where we could like mess around and stuff.
Alex calls our mom probably every 20 minutes.
She actually is one of my best friends in a way of like I call her and we like. I'll talk for just a long time. I won't even lose track, and she won't remind me that I've been on the phone with her for like an hour just talking.
Alex is my mom's emotional enabler.
Yes, 100%. But like, that's one of my favorite parts of the movie is our dynamic with our mom is really similar.
So real.
My mom is she's so forgiving, so open, so she's such a new mom, such a kind of like a new style of parenting in the movie, which I think is so cool. Well, I'm not exactly sure what makes my mother tick. She wrote the script. I don't know what inspired it. Honestly, at this point, there may have been an affair between my brother and one of my girlfriends, and I just don't know about it. That's what I've assumed, and I just still haven't found out about it.
Spoiler alert.
And the end of the movie
Spoiler
just
alert.
didn't happen where I found out about it. So I think that was the main inspiration, that there was some secret affair.
I think my mom said she wanted to make a movie about brotherly love, you know, so, and
I thought it was too weird to do a movie between brothers being in love, so.
He didn't want to kiss me.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Don't put that on record.
So you do?
I don't want to make this awkward, but yeah, I would kiss you and go much further. Seriously. Turn those freaking cameras off. Let's get it rolling.
Are you sure you want to have a party for Stella? Don't you think maybe it should just be us?
No, I wish we had a party for your dad when
we put him to sleep?
We adopted her actually for the movie. Well, my mom brought her home without telling us anything about it. She just wrote that there was an old sick dog. She's like, yeah, I want to get an old sick dog. And I was like, yeah, but how would that
And then
work?
we showed up back at the house, and she was sitting there.
There was a giant fat whale in our living room.
And we were doing the movie kind of, and during the course of the movie, she was, you know, we all fell in love with her so much, and she was falling in love with our family so much, and with life again. You know, she had been a homeless person's dog, and she had had a lot of like thyroid problems and stuff, that she ended up losing a bunch of weight, and to the point where she didn't look sick anymore. So we'd be doing scenes where she's supposed to be dying, and she'd be running around the room and stuff, and we'd be like, be more dead. Stella has become our dog, our family dog, but we grew up with a dog that the movie was based off, and we had to put our dog down. And she was a little French bulldog named E.T., who is like, you know, the love of our lives. And genuinely, I
love
miss
acting
E.T., and
with
I have dreams about E.T. probably like twice a week still. You know, she was like,
and she was a great dog to work with. She was really
she was
responsive.
Probably
way better
different kind of actress, more professional.
Yeah, no one's better than the other, but I don't think either of us got emotional with the Stella thing.
Don't speak for me.
Did you get emotional putting Stella down?
No, you're right. No, we actually did have to put our dog down, E.T., and so it was very reminiscent of that. But I said, making the movie, somebody asked us last night if the movie was painful, reliving a lot of stuff that we had kind of gone through, and I said no. I felt really healing, and also like a really joyful experience doing it together.
Yeah.
With the family. It wasn't.
I found other things more like, you know, like stuff about our dad and stuff like that. Were more familial stuff. That was like seeing my mom cry in that one scene. That was more kind of viscerally upsetting, because Stella was just sitting there, and she wasn't, you know. Because our dad in real life did get sick, but he recovered, and he had a miraculous recovery. But I think for all
the
of
movie
us,
was
kind
kind
of
of
cathartic.
Hey! You never see him at his worst. Tell your mother.
I just asked whether you were the type of woman that men wanted to bang or men wanted to marry.
So what did you say?
You kidding, right?
So much of the banter in the movie is improvised, and it was based off, you know,
and a
real
lot of it was just
conversations.
well written. My mom just wrote it really well of us, and I think that's probably the most down the line exactly how we interact is when we're getting along and laughing and bantering. It's
Yeah.
really similar. And when we fight, and when the more extreme things. I think there's other things that are like massaged for the purpose of the movie, but
when we hang out all together, like at the dinner table with the four of us, my dad, my mom, and Alex and me, it's about as funny a dinner table. I mean, it's the funniest dinner table I've ever been at.
the kind of element of the story of two brothers battling for the same girl is kind of the most, it's really well done, but it's the most not true to our lives about that. I think there's many different things, sports and all different things we can get competitive about, but not really girls. And I think these characters, it's really fitting for them to go through this, and like how they are and the ages they are, it kind of
And it's
like,
also a really
makes
bad
sense.
coincidence. That
It's
they both-
really bad, and it's like a really bad situation where that has yet to happen that I know of. Again, I don't know what was happening behind the scenes.
Yikes.
I don't know what was going on. A lot of secret conversations in the movie. I was like, not a fan of that. I much prefer working with other co-stars than my family, personally, but I'm not really sure how now to answer that question.
I would say that I love working with Alex. He's my favorite. He's my favorite actor to work with.
We're
He's my
brothers, but we have
favorite-
different
different opinions.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'm a huge fan of Alex's.
And I'm a big fan of the other co-stars I've worked with. No, obviously Nat and I are each other's biggest fans, and it's way more fun because you get to feel like you're safe to do stuff, and you don't have to feel like embarrassed or like, are we, like, I don't know, is this okay to do or whatever. I think like we felt super safe to just have like a lot of fun.